Hello, my name is Michael Carroll. Here I am at the NLP Academy, and we're right in the middle of a course called Dynamically Engaging Your Audience Online and on Stage. Now, we normally do this with large groups of people as a part of our trainers training. It's module 1 of trainers training, but I've got the wonderful experience now of teaching people from all over the world this on an online format. So when you say about dynamically engaging, you know, many people think about that as a presentation style, how to be dynamic and how to be engaging. And that is one part of it. You know, but engagement and engaging goes much deeper. How do you engage the mind of the learner in a dynamic fashion so they can really think and learn rather than just you sit here and explaining? So I had a little exercise this morning, the difference in somebody telling you something, so you can repeat and paraphrase it, which really isn't learning, and actually having an in-depth learning experience. For an in-depth learning experience, you've really got to engage that person to think about what it is you're teaching them, but have parallel descriptions and methods to engage the whole brain for their learning. So this is an 8-step presentation format that John Carmen and I use. This was originally developed in the sort of late 70s when John Grinder and Richard Bandler began to teach NLP at the practitioner level. They had a structure of teaching, which actually came from their tacit knowledge of teaching NLP for years before they got to the practitioner, before they put together a practitioner course, So John Grinder and Richard Bandler did not use the format system. That goes actually right in the face of NLP learning, and it is actually probably one of the linear ways that you can teach, that you can give content, but people don't learn from that in the same way as they would with this, because the way it's taught is very much a telling exercise, yeah? So what happens here, we've got a metaphor. Now, a metaphor sets the scene for what's to come. But a metaphor is not just about telling a story. So when you tell a story, the idea is for the person to engage naturally, right, in mental processes, for they've got to put together the parts of your story. Yeah? They've got to relate the characters within your story to each other. So the characters are the nouns, and the verbs are the processes. So as they think about the characters, they've got to visualize the characters and use a non-dominant hemisphere to make those pictures. So you're instantly switching hemispheres from your traditional explanation telling style training. So once you've got the non-dominant hemisphere engaged with the characters, they relate the characters through the processes, and you have paved the way at the unconscious and also conscious level to have hooks for your people to hang the content on. Metaphor is such an engaging way of learning, but very few people understand the depth of metaphor at a representation level, and also the brain processes that people go through in constructing your story. So therefore, you want to be constructing stories that engage components of those stories with the processes. So when it comes to the process later on of doing an exercise, for example, people already have circuits associated to that without even realizing it. Thank you very much for watching this short video. I'm going to be sharing lots of other nuggets with you as we go through the course. Ciao.